Today we shall continue chapter 2. Our today's topic is structure of a bacterial cell. So let us see what are the different parts in a bacterial cell. You know, the bacteria belong to Monera. They are prokaryotic. They are unicellular. Sometimes they are found in the form of chains or bunches. When they are found in chain, we call them Streptococcus, or when they are found in the form of bunches, like they are Staphylococcus. Now you see, the outermost covering of the bacteria is cell wall. Cell wall, it is a very tough covering which protects the bacteria from bursting out. It protects the bacteria from attack of other organisms, and it is chemically made up of peptidoglycans. Actually, what are peptidoglycans? They are made up of amino acids and polysaccharides. Inner to the cell wall, there is a thin membrane, vital living membrane, that is called plasma membrane. The bacterial cell also has a genetic material. They have a single chromosome which is confined to a central region. It is not surrounded by any kind of membrane, but it is present in a central region. That region is called a nucleoid. Again, I am reminding you that the bacterial cell has a single chromosome. Now, in addition to this chromosomal DNA, the bacteria also has one or many extra chromosomal circular DNA that we call plasmid. Plasmids are very helpful in biotechnology because they serve the function of vector, mainly cloning vector, in making multiple copies of gene in PCR reaction. Now you see, the bacterial cell may also possesses RNA. Inside the plasma membrane there is a liquid material. This is called cytoplasm. Now the bacterial cell also has RNAs. These RNAs may be found individually, separately, or they sometimes make the groups. That time they are called polysomes. Now the bacterial cell may or may not possess flagella. The flagellum is a whip-like structure which helps in locomotion. The flagellum has three parts, like the bottom part from which it arises is called basal body. Then the part which is attached to the basal body is called hook, and the long thread-like structure is called a flagellum. Filament we can say. Now you see, the bacterial cell possesses extension of plasma membrane at many places. These are called mesosomes. These mesosomes play a very vital role in the metabolism. They help in synthesis of many kind of membranes, means they help in biogenesis of membranes. Now we shall discuss reproduction in bacteria. You know, bacteria are also living cells, so reproduction is a key feature of living cells. All the living beings have capacity to produce their own kind. So the bacteria. So you see, bacteria reproduce by many modes. They are asexual and sexual. Bacteria mainly reproduce through asexual reproduction, and the process is called binary fission. So you see, in binary fission, the chromosomes or nucleoid we can say, or genetic material of bacteria will grow in size and it will become elongated. Then there will be formation of a constriction in the center. So this will split the genetic material into two parts. Since in this process there is not formation of any kind of thread-like structure or chromosomes, so this division is called amitosis. Now, after separation of the genetic material, a layer is formed between them, and then they separate as two daughter bacterial cells. So in this way, a bacterial cell divides into two. That's why this process is called a binary fission. Bacteria also reproduce through sexual means, but the process is called a conjugation. In that process, two bacteria come closer and then they form a conjugation tube, and in this process one bacterial cell transfers its genetic material to other, and then they fuse, and again they divide by meiosis, and then they form new bacterial cell.